I am Christine Michelle Bundy, the living woman on the land and soil of Indiana, and I now bring forth this public notice of the free will and usage claim. This free will and usage claim is hereby now given to all forms and parties of, for, by, with the demiurge. Let it now be known to all that I hereby claim my full rights and usage given to me by the infinite source. Now let this be clear, concise, and to the point. To all that I cancel, clear, and delete all presumptions and or assumptions to any type and or form of cohesion, to any agreements and or contracts of snares, traps, or cages that bears the seeds sown to deceive, give, bear false witness, fake and fabricated data, manipulate, exploit, extort, control, steal, harvest, rape, pillage, seduce, purge, harm, and or any form or type to negatively influence within, to, or upon my being, in my mind, my soul, my spirit, my body, and my physical space of domicile, my trade, my websites, and or my published works in any way across all layers, levels, and hierarchies, dimensions, time, continuums, and space, whether they are fabricated, linear, cyclical, or synthetic creations, or time on all levels and dimensions. Through this claim and usage of free will, I now free all that I am and that I create is free and secure with the surety of the infinite source from any deceit, implied or imposed, harm of any kind, type, form, and that I maintain neutrality above and away from all polarity and duality, so that my presence of being and my vessel honors infinite source above all, to walk in love, peace, truth, compassion, forgiveness, wisdom, harmony, healing, continuous and stable awakening, and a happy life that is fruitful and abundant, so as to blur or glitch all demiurged mixed messages and signals, so as not to snare, trap, or cage me, and is always to, for, and in the best interest of my ability in every and all situations, events, occurrence, and any other label. Let it also be known to all, I claim and use my free will to cease, eradicate, and erase all buried, limiting beliefs of fear, hate, victimhood, and or false soul programs of generational and past lives done to me and around me through bindings, hexes, curses, spells, and sigils crafted and cast by demiurge to fracture mind, body, spirit, soul, consciousness, as I now mesh together and heal my mind, my soul, and my spirit of original primordial consciousness of the infinite source that maintains my body and vessel. I now let it also be known to all clearly and concisely, and without waver of any of my source rights, that is by my choice of claim and usage of free will to not consent nor agree to any agreements or contracts to snare, trap, or cage me, my mind, my soul, my spirit, and or my body on any level, on all levels, across all dimensions, and for all time. It is in effect now and forevermore. I hold that such is true and in effect that any such agreements or contracts of deception and harmful intention of its maker to harm and not honor my life, my sovereign being, and my free will. No singular or collective entity, principle, principal, agents or any artificial or foreign intelligence is under any circumstances given permission of malintent to enter my universe, my life, my dimensions, my levels, times, or any space. If there are such attempts to ignore the law, they are responsible for 10,000 times the consequences of that breach, are fully legally, lawfully, and financially responsible to do whatever they need to do without causing harm to any true emissaries to bring me back into wholeness for their choices. This free will claim and usage is now calling forth for all properties that belong to me be given back to me in whole and perfect condition, as well as all of the profit seen from such properties. I now let it be known to all that I know about and understand and stand upon the free will of choice that I choose to partner with other source emissaries that bring closure to the interference by other forms, parties, or principles or principals of the demiurge and collapse it from the inside. Those that do not walk in this closure and collapse is bearer of the consequences. Therefore, I'm in no way to be held responsible or accountable or harmed in any way for any choice that breaches my law on any level, on all dimensions, across all times, continuums, and future cycles of time. For I now claim the law, and I am the law. I forbid any singular or collective demiurge entities or principals or principles to try and breach my law and not consent to my law, and therefore I am shielded from entering any game or any and all games set out to trap, snare, snag, or by any other means take me out of my sovereign being. They will bring upon themselves their own degree of harm. I hold this to be in effect now, on all levels and all dimensions of time, continuums, and space, past, current, and for future cycles of time. By Christine Michelle Bundy, the 20th of August, 2020. All rights reserved without prejudice. Thank you.